This is part one of this video on the deck. We had to remove all the joists so that we could expose how it was being attached to the house. There's some damage up here by the door, right up in here, where you can see that the stucco is pulling away from the house. And so there was concern that the rim joist was damaged or rotted, and that the deck was pulling the rim joist off the house, off the structure of the house. So we had to remove the joist to be able to find out what was going on. The key issue is that last summer I detected that this was an issue right at the end of the season where all the joists were being pulled out of the hangers, and all of these joists here, all the way through to here, weren't even in the hangers, which is why I had to put the support beam in. And you can still see this one here is a good example of what I'm talking about in regards to not being able to, it's not even actually being held in there anymore. And you can still see it on some of these little ones, but it's not as bad. See that one right there is starting to come out, but it's all because this outer beam has a severe twist to it. And if I come over here, you'll be able to see a little bit better. So from here you can see that middle section, this left section's okay, but once you get to that middle section, the bottom's kicking out by 3 or 4 inches, while the top side's also getting pulled in. You can also see this. So 2 summers ago, I restained the deck, and you can see where actually the beam was actually attached to the post here, and you can see the discoloration because I didn't stain it because it was actually attached. And just over the course of 2 summers, it's gotten so bad that it's pulled away. It's pulled all the joists out of the hangers, and the deck was structurally unsafe. This joist here broke all by its lonesome because it couldn't handle the weight. And also over on this side, these were all flush with each other. These right here, these were all flush with each other 2 seasons ago. And because of the torque on the deck that we just looked at, you can see how it's scissoring the joints to where they're no longer structurally safe as well, to the point where this post isn't actually holding anything up anymore. So you can see it moving around, maybe you can hear that as well, but it's not actually attached to anything at the bottom, because the deck's gotten twisted so much, it's lifted this corner up, which caused this scissoring here, because this side of the deck's getting pulled down so hard. So just some video evidence of the damage that the deck has caused and why we needed to start to take a look at what was causing the damage, to see if it was just old age or to see if it was something else. The damage is actually a result of 2 seasons ago we had a ton of snow, and the snow, I think, is the deck just couldn't support the weight, and it just started pulling down on that section and pulling the whole deck apart because the weight was too much for the deck to support. And you know, just that the deck probably wasn't built that great to begin with, but I'm not a deck guy, so I can't tell you one way or the other whether it was built right or not, but that's what we know.